Hey guys, welcome to another video. It is January 22nd of 2016. It is a pretty cold night here. I think it's snowing a little bit outside, but I am having a decent day. I wanted to check back in with you and see how everybody's doing. I think we're up to 4 subscribers, so again, I thank you for all the comments, and if you're getting anything out of these videos at all, I think that's a good thing. For me, they've been a good way to communicate with people about what is going on and find other people who are experiencing the same things, who are going through the same struggle, who know what it's like to lose your mind, for lack of a better term. Now, last time I talked about the video, or on the previous 3 videos, I talked about my story, kind of where I came from, how I came to be diagnosed with bipolar disorder 2, what happened during that. Right now I'm in, I guess, what the stage you would call just early recovery. The episodes of depression are getting kind of less and less. They're a little bit less severe. Hopefully getting a little less often as well, although I still have bad days, and there are times when I question the progress I'm making. What I'm trying to do is be patient with it, and when I say be patient, I mean the depressions that I had previously in my life seemed like a month or 2 after the depression really ended, that I would kind of feel like I was back on my feet, that I was clear again, that I was ready to kind of take on life again. This has been a little bit different. It just was such a strong depression and such a strong experience, and really a scary experience. But also I've had a lot of physical side effects still. I don't have all the energy that I used to have. I'm still a little bit foggy intellectually. I don't get as much done during the day as I really want to. And by that I mean it's sometimes difficult just to get up and take a shower, make the bed, get going for the day, and to feel productive. I really do think it's part of the recovery from bad depression, the recovery from months of depression, and even the medication that I'm taking. I haven't been taking it for that long. I'm almost up to a month now of taking Lamictal, still working my way up to a larger dose. So to expect too much right now is probably unrealistic, but I'm taking it day by day, trying to stay patient and not get frustrated with it. It is frustrating not to be working and not to feel like you are productive, and so for those of you out there who are feeling the same thing, believe me, I understand how you feel and how this can be a very difficult time. Part of me wants to jump ahead and do a bunch of things and make a bunch of plans and try to really push myself back out into the world where I was before. The feeling like I'm a capable adult, feeling like I've got a handle on my mental health, feeling just more optimistic. And so hopefully in time that will come and that will kind of transition back for me. But yeah, I actually did get up today and go to a job interview, which was good. Now I say that, with some trepidation, because I guess maybe it's my low confidence or just my feelings at this point that I won't get the job. I don't know. I think for me it was part self-esteem boost, part kind of practicing back getting into talking to people professionally, and just kind of giving myself a boost in that, hey, you did have a job interview. Whether you get the job or you don't get the job, you accomplished something today. You made some progress. You pushed forward. You made an attempt at something. And that's kind of where things devolved for me over the last few months, is just not attempting things, not being able to make a decision, not being able to even show up somewhere because I'm so debilitated by depression, so tired, so sluggish, etc. So, speaking of sluggish, I'm actually drinking a coffee here at like 8 o'clock at night, which is probably not the smartest idea, but I really love coffee. And that is part of, I don't know, something that I just really enjoy, espresso especially, and mochas. This is a mocha. And yeah, I have my own little espresso machine at home, and so I use it quite a bit. It's a lot cheaper than going to Starbucks or out to the coffee shop or wherever. That's one thing I enjoy. I guess if I had to give any more details about myself, I'm a person who really enjoys photography. I enjoy playing disc golf. I enjoy reading and history. I enjoy going to coffee shops and just generally trying new things, experiencing new things, music, people, ideas. I'm into the news too. I like to keep up with the news and see what's going on and the details of it and all those sorts of things. So I am online quite a bit, probably more than I should be, but I've learned that there are certain things that make me feel good and certain things that don't in terms of the internet. Like a lot of you, I stay away from a whole lot of Facebook because I feel like it's an easy way to start comparing yourself with others, start feeling like you have to, have what they have or do what they're doing, or feel like you're just inferior, I guess. I'm sure part of that is me projecting, and part of that is just Facebook. Because no one posts their most deepest issues and problems and scenarios on there. They post what they want you to see, and that's happy stuff of their family and the amount of money they make and the house they have and the vacation they took. And so I try to take that with a grain of salt and understand that Facebook is by no means an end-all be-all to life or really necessary to life. So I'm not on there as much as I was at one time. I do like photography though, and I like to get online and talk photography and that kind of thing. Kind of keeps me going, and right now honestly that's kind of what I'm holding on to, is the small things that I enjoy in life. The hobbies, the information that I like, history and the news and that sort of stuff, and also with the hope and with the expectation, I guess, that things are getting better and that there are better times ahead. A big part of me would like to go back to school, to be honest, because I feel like I currently have my bachelor's degree, but I feel like I've got my bachelor's degree in an area that isn't particularly suitable for me, and I found that out over the last 5 to 10 years of trying to work in my field and feeling like I'm not completely satisfied with it, not only the type of work, but the pay, the job opportunities, the ability to take those skills elsewhere and move with them. So, and I think, and I'm kind of planning this, is to work with vocational rehabilitation to hopefully get some services. Once you are diagnosed with bipolar or another disability, you start to qualify for different kinds of services. Some people go ahead and apply for disability. A lot of people will use vocational rehab as a way to increase their ability to work and really get themselves back to a place where they feel like they can be productive, maybe in a different field or with different education. And so that's what I'd like to do. I think it sounds like a reasonable idea. I'd like to go back to school to work with computers, to be honest. It's something I'm really interested in, something that I think I can really focus on without a lot of person-to-person interaction that is required in my current positions or the positions I've had in the past, where I feel very responsible for the outcomes of what other people are doing, and like I said, somewhat overworked and underpaid. But if I could make different decisions going back in time, I would, but the past is not going to be changed. And so the best I can do now is move forward and try to find another way to support myself and stay positive. And sometimes it's tough, but yeah, I just saw the movie Spotlight last night. I thought it was good. I'm sure some of you have seen that. It was a quality movie, kind of sad. It's about the priests in Boston who are molesting children and the investigation into that, but good movie if you haven't seen it. Definitely go out and see it. And if you have, leave me a comment. Let me know what you thought about it. Or leave me a comment about anything that's going on with you in your life. The challenges you're facing living with bipolar disorder. The challenges you're facing with depression or other mental health problems. I certainly don't discriminate. I think at one point I didn't understand what bipolar was, and I had the same misconceptions that a lot of people may have now when you tell them that you're suffering from a bipolar disorder. Now I understand what it is. It's just extremes of moods that happen, and they really take a toll on a person, and it's not something that a person wants to do or be involved in or have happen to them. Most people, like myself, I think would have never wanted to have anything to do with bipolar disorder. But it is what it is, and it's part of my life now. It requires that I make some changes to my life, and maybe it'll give me some answers in the long run about how to live happier, be happier, and prevent this from happening again. But I really thank everybody for listening and taking the time to watch tonight. I hope everybody out there is doing well. I'm trying my best to keep moving forward, and I hope you're doing the same. I'm thinking about everybody out there, and I'm wishing you the best, and we'll talk soon.